Season 3's fifth episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds presents a horrifying new creature along with a timeless tale of discovery. Following the immensely entertaining holodeck murder investigation from last week, Through the Lens of Time returns to the fundamentals of Star Trek as the Starship Enterprise's crew investigates an odd and intriguing new alien planet. Through the Lens of Time, authored by Onitra Johnson and Davy Perez and directed by Andy Armaganian, begins with a log entry from Ensign Gamble, providing additional context for the season's recurring young medical officer. The episode does a fantastic job of making the audience care about Gamble as a character, and his wide-eyed enthusiasm for working on the Enterprise is contagious. Through the Lens of Time also features the return of Dr. Roger Corby, Killian O'Sullivan, and Beto Ortegas, Minner Lucan, who first appeared in Wedding Bell Blues, the second episode of Season 3 of Star Trek, Strange New Worlds. Corby's latest archaeological dig is the subject of this week's episode, in which he is joined by a landing party headed by Nurse Christine Chapel, Jess Bush. Strange New Worlds can still tell a great story of discovery that seems very much like classic Trek, even though it excels in humorous, self-referential episodes. Corby, Chapel, and the landing party go in pursuit of ancient technology that might hold the key to immortality after they find a huge underground temple on an alien world. When Ensign Gamble picks up an orb that explodes in his face, the mission rapidly becomes perilous. Anson Mount's character, Captain Christopher Pike, orders the landing party to return to the ship after Gamble suffers a particularly horrific accident in which he loses both of his eyes. But the temple closes down before they can, trapping them within. The landing party is split up, and the temple defies logic with its enormous interior and twisting pathways. Chapel and Lieutenant Lon wind up in one chamber, followed by Corby and Lieutenant Spock in another, Beto and Ensign Nyota Uhura in a third. As they search for a way out of the odd temple, they soon discover that they can still speak with each other. The alien universe in Through the Lens of Time isn't given much of an introduction, but that only heightens the mystery and the sense of impending doom that has been growing since Gamble's injury. The third season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds has so far concentrated on examining novel love relationships. Despite its primary plot focus, Through the Lens of Time makes time to examine the romantic connections of its couples. Chapel and Corby still have a lot of chemistry together, and a cute sequence early in the program hints at their shared sense of humor and why they get along. Chapel and Spock still feel uncomfortable with each other, and it seems that Spock and Lon have chosen not to categorize their relationship. Through the Lens of Time does a fantastic job of showcasing how amazing these folks are with a few very endearing scenes before the mission ever really starts. However, the episode takes a tragic turn after Gamble's terrible injury, presenting one of the darkest plotlines in Strange New Worlds to date. Ensign Gamble is being treated by Dr. Joseph Mbenga, Babs Alyasamakan, but his injury is still not improving. Gamble eventually transforms, revealing that a foreign, and seemingly evil, force known as the Vesda has taken possession of him. The Gorn DNA in Captain Marie Battelle reacts strongly to the Vesda now having the brain-dead Gamble when she arrives in sickbay complaining of migraines. The Vesda also elicit a significant reaction from Commander Pelia, Carol Kane, who claims that they are really old and give her the heebie-jeebies. Prior to Pelia and Lieutenant Scotty, Martin Quinn, trapping it in the Enterprise transporter buffer, the Vesda with Gamble attempts to take control of the Enterprise. However, the last scene of the episode implies that we will see the Vesda again. In addition to giving nearly every character a task and advancing multiple significant plotlines, Through the Lens of Time tells an engrossing tale from beginning to end. Star Trek, Strange New Worlds Season 3 offers an extremely stressful episode that may be the greatest of the season thus far, complete with truly alien technology, real peril, and a scary new opponent. Thank you for watching. Please, subscribe.